Pleased to have with us in this segment Racquel Knight, who is the founder of One Chair for One Child. Racquel, welcome.
Thank you for having me, Tim.
Well, we're thrilled. You've been one of the participants in the Chamber's Startup Worcester program, which is supported by Berkshire Bank and several other sponsors, which is about entrepreneurship, working with our college students, recently graduated, or entrepreneurs in the middle of a career change. And you've been a part of that class.
Oh, yes. It's been an awesome ride. We started off as a project, One Chair for One Child, and through the mentorship and the resources that the Startup Worcester have provided, we are now a nonprofit, legally known as For One Child. We still do business as One Chair for One Child, though.
And I want to get into kind of the specifics of One Chair, One Child,
Yes.
and how you got into that. But you mentioned the mentorship, so Startup Worcester Chamber program that we do in collaboration with SCORE, which is executives, some retired, some working, who help mentor and guide.
SCORE was a big help.
Venture Forum.
The Venture Forum, WCTI, we had a office space for a year, and they provided, I needed to do an event, and they provided their event space free of charge. So one thing I can tell the new winners of the Startup Worcester is to just take advantage of all of it and make sure they network as well. Make sure to network a lot as
And
well.
WCTI is the Worcester Clean Tech Incubator on Portland Street.
Yes.
So it's space and other entrepreneurs, and they get to work together.
Oh, yes. Yes, like I said, it was really a great experience. SCORE, especially Mr. Dan Ekberg, he was able to, when I explained what I really want for One Chair for One Child, he was able to help me to solidify it and build that foundation. And he was able to connect me with different lawyers and other people to talk to in getting to the nonprofit stage. So,
yeah, we get a lot of great feedback on our SCORE mentors.
Yes.
And really, the mission, though, of One Chair, One Child grew out of some of your experiences growing up, and then you're being a student at Becker.
Yes, so I grew up in a small district in Portland, Jamaica, called Bellevue. It wasn't even on the map at the time.
Bellevue, Jamaica.
Bellevue, Jamaica. And while I was attending school along with my friends, we had to struggle to find adequate seating. We either fight for chairs, we walk around the campus trying to find proper desk and chair to just sit on, or we'll just wait until the next session to start our school day. And it usually takes like 10 to 30 minutes. And then, fast forward to 2011, I migrated to the States and then moved to Massachusetts in 2014, where I enrolled at Becker College. And this professor by the name of Dr. Deborah Pollard Fontaine, she introduced me to the concept of service learning. And so the following year, I went to Jamaica on a service learning trip, and we taught in different schools there. And at the different levels, I realized that kids were still struggling to find seating. And at one point, it was like memories like, oh, I used to go through that. And then it hit me, and I was like, I left high school and primary school a long time ago. Why is this still happening?
Right.
So I moved back, when I came back to the state, it became like that question on my mind, and I did research. And the fall of 2015, I have to do a final assignment in one of my courses at Becker, and it was to create a project proposal that will alleviate some form of social problem. And
so it's kind of I think social entrepreneurism,
the
right?
social, yes. And by doing that, I told my professor I wanted to see where else it would go. I didn't want it to just be some assignment. And by doing that, I started reaching out to people. And I reached out to Mr. Matthias Brown in Jamaica, who runs a community development nonprofit by the name of the Petersfield and Galloway Benevolent Society. And when he said it was a God-sent idea, I was like, yes, I'm on the right track then. And then he said, I know who to connect you with. And he connected me with the Petersfield High School in Westmoreland, who has a machine shop. And the principal of the school was on board instantly.
And so the idea is to engage entrepreneurs, set up a opportunity for the schools to acquire chairs for the students, which is needed if you want them to learn and engage.
Definitely.
And you got to have a seat, right?
Yeah, so they are learning a skill, they're getting a stipend for what they do, And just our mission is to create a comfortable learning environment for kids who go to school in the most rural and remote part, because that's where my store started, in rural Portland. So that was my target from the beginning. And as a project, One Chair for One Child, just as a project, we were able to help 5 schools with over 160 chairs and this. And we also had volunteers who worked during the summer. And what they did, they entered the Governor General of Jamaica Summer of Service Program, and 4 of our volunteers have won full scholarship to the top universities on the island. So that was something that happened unexpectedly. So.
And so you've got people in Jamaica now making the chairs,
Yes.
the desks, and they receive a stipend through some of the work and fundraising that you're doing?
Yes, so we fundraise here. I have a team, a group of Becker students, and a professor who is now our board of director chairperson. He stayed with me after college, and he helped me to reach this spot as well. So we fundraise here, and then we send the funding to our partners in Jamaica, and then they build the chairs, and then we transport the chairs to the school that was selected prior.
And so you've got a couple of events going up to kind of help. We got just a couple minutes left. I want to
Yes.
give you a chance. If people want to learn about One Chair, One Child and the couple of events,
So events.
learn more about it.
Yes, we have 2 events coming up. One is on May 11th, which is Mommy's Day Out. You can bring your mom. You can come by yourself. $35 by yourself. With your mom, it's $55. You get massage, Reiki, reflexology, and we were able to collaborate with Visions by Baker, Edward Jones, the Bancroft Massage School, and 321 Hypnosis, and other companies such as Melody Beach Consulting as
And
well.
you have a website?
And our website is foronechild.org, and we also have a golf tournament coming up on September 8th with the Leicester Country Club, at the Leicester Country Club.
So foronechild.org.
Foronechild.org, and we're on
Details on how to contribute, how to get involved, attend
Yes.
an event.
Yes, we're on Facebook as well, Instagram, Twitter, For One Child Foundation. Just type in that, and you'll find us. We're there. We're using social media. We're on website. You can contribute. You can donate. You can come to our events. Everything.
Well, thank you, Racquel. We
Yes.
appreciate you being part of that Startup Worcester cohort and
Yes.
your social entrepreneurism and helping
Yes.
solve a problem and teach people skills. So
Awesome.
look
Thank
forward
you.
to your story.